Alright, welcome to the Mercedes SL 560. First classic we are having at AutoNext. Alright, let me put my phone away. Close the door. Feels solid. I already like it. I've never driven one of these before, so I'm pretty excited. Let's fire it up. Instant. That's how I like it. Alright, put it in drive. And off we can go. Alright. Interior looks beautiful. Yeah, fabulous car. Alright, let's get us on the road. Oh, feels lovely. Feels really lovely. Alright, so welcome to this Mercedes-Benz SL 560. It's it's a car that was originally introduced in the north of America as the SL 560. It was comparable to the SL 500 in Europe, but due to different regulations, they had to make changes. Which led them to this model, the SL 560, and on the outside it was a little bit different, of course, again because of American regulations. So it had the US bumpers, different kind of headlights, and then of course everything in miles instead of kilometers. And the SL 560 was also the last facelift. I think it was the third facelift of the R107 platform, which was terminated in '89, and this car being from '86. Steering is wonderful. Really like it. It has a different. This one doesn't have the original steering wheel. In it has this racy looking Momo steering wheel, but with the wooden touch, it looks really cool. It looks really pretty. So that's a bit the story of the SL 560. It was a very popular car because they almost made, what was it? I think almost 50,000 examples of this car, which is a lot. But honestly, it was back in the days also a very popular car. People loved it. It looked incredible. The SL, really, the legacy of this car is something that not many cars have. If I'm being honest, it's a car that really maybe not. Maybe the SL of nowadays doesn't have that vibe anymore. But back in the 80s, this was like, if you were driving an SL, you made it, you know. It also featured in like these movies where just people who were doing well in life just were driving an SL. Almost killed a pigeon again. So definitely this car is so much. It had so much impact on the entire Mercedes-Benz story. It's really incredible. And the driving is really nice. It's super comfortable. I love these seats. You're really comfortable. Can see a lot because now of course it's a convertible. It's winter, so I wasn't very excited to drive without the roof on it, but visibility is super great. I can see everything around me, and it's so smooth. Engine, of course, it's only it's attached to a 4-speed gearbox, so don't expect it to be PDK fast. But it's doing its thing, super smooth. It's a really pleasant car to drive. Surrounded by leather, that's the thing. I love about these older cars. You just notice that it's solid, it worked on, and you can still feel it. This car, again, being from '86, it looks so great inside. Of course, an older car needs work and needs some love over time, so things might break or things might need a bit of love again. So the owner redid the seats of this one entirely, because later over time it ages a bit. But besides that, it looks really well. And these are often cars that are taken good care of, and you feel like they're super solid. Definitely with this 5.6 V8 in front. It's a really great engine too. Of course, it dances a bit. I'm turning the steering wheel, you feel the entire bodywork like moving a bit around. I can't expect it to drive like a modern SL, but I'm really feeling at ease. And just that V8 in the front, that long bonnet, you have typical SL feeling. That's a really cool feature. It's a really cool feature. That's something that will never get old. Right, let me get lots of torque. And like, it really wants to push a bit. It really wants to push a bit. Red line is at 6,000, so it's a really flat V8, but that's really okay. Love the driving. Really pleasant drive. So just imagine yourself driving this thing somewhere in a warm country, south of France, Italy somewhere, roof down, girl besides you. Honestly, that's really a cool idea. And I love the wooden trims in these things. Now today it's like a lot of plastic, and this is the finish quality in these things are pretty impressive for a car again that's now almost 40 years old. Feeling old right now too. But these cars have something special. I grew up with these cars, seeing them in movies like Beverly Hills Cop or some other Hollywood. I think it's also in Texas Chainsaw, something like that. He played a role. That's how I got into these cars. And the story about this one is that this one is actually for sale. So belongs to a good friend, and he's selling this car, and we are happy to offer this one for sale. So it's an incredible example. The drive is superb. It's the first time I'm also seeing this car exterior-wise and interior-wise, and it looks absolutely great. So again, he redid a part of the interior. There's still some things to do, but again, in a lack of time, he's searching for someone who can take it over for him, and who can bring this car back to life so it can enjoy the road again like I'm doing right now. So make sure that if you're interested, if you want to learn more about this specific example, get in touch with us, because it's a really pleasant car. Let me floor it a bit. The torque, and it was only 225 horsepower back in the days for a V8. It's nothing. But these engines had a lot of torque, so they're pleasant to drive in low revs, because you don't need to floor them all the time and wanting to go high in the revs. Car doesn't need it. Just a pleasant machine to to enjoy like this. Engine sound is really, yeah, and a V8 sound is something that's always a good thing. And this is like engine sound, no exhaust sound, just engine. Yeah, wonderful car. And the ride is super smooth. No things are shaking or crackles or whatever, just solid interior. Really liking this thing. And also when you take off, it's a little bit slow, and then once it catches up, oh man, it's fun. Definitely for some slow B roads or for some coast rides. It's really a pleasant car, and quite spacious too. This one doesn't have a back seat, so you can use it as an extra storage space if you go on a weekend. Yeah, really pleasant thing. 3000. It really pulls. It really goes. Wow. Yeah, once it catches speed, pretty impressive. Okay, that's fast. That's really fast for such an older car. And it doesn't look like a very fast car. If you see the 560 badge, you know, something's going on, but don't know exactly what. But yeah, wow, it's really a pleasant feeling. So again, if you are searching for an SL 560, or you know someone who might be interested in one, and is looking for an example that is not finished 100%, but is looking for an example that he can give some love and work on a bit, honestly, this is the right car to buy, because I'm pretty sure they will be harder to find in a condition like this in the next coming years. And then you're just gonna want an SL 560. So again, if you're interested, make sure to leave a comment below the video. Get in touch with us, and we will happy to get you in touch with the owner of this SL 560. So yeah, that's it for our first classic. I'm gonna enjoy it a little bit more because it's a really pleasant car. Please, if you do want to know more about upcoming cars for sale, or just lovely, wonderful first impressions, because that's a big part of AutoNext. First impressions when driving a car. Make sure to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and yeah, I'm looking forward for the next AutoNext video, and see you then. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Cheers.